And y'all ain't got a state of emergency to impeach this man when he had potential killing millions of people and taking food, lunch, and stuff from poor people, and then gave a tax break to 83 billionaires? Are y'all listening to what he doing? This ain't no constitution. This is Donald Trump doing what the hell he want to do because he can't get back in on the third term. So I'm going down and I'm taking everybody with me. That's what he doing.
She absolutely cooked with this one. Listen.
Donald Trump is the exact type of president that is elected in a country where more than 50% of the population cannot read above a 6th grade level. This man is the illiterates president. And a lot of people don't know this, but white people make up the majority of illiterate people in the United States. Every time I see this man speak in public, not only do I get secondhand embarrassment, but I genuinely feel like I'm going crazy asking myself how someone who is that stupid can even receive one freaking vote. But it's not difficult when you consider that a lot of his voters voted for him because they see themselves in him. He is accessible to them. With his limited vocabulary, his poor emotional intelligence, his predatory ways, these people see themselves in him. In his book, Amusing Ourselves to Death, Neil Postman talks exactly about this. Something interesting that he mentioned is how a lot of the founding fathers and presidents of the past would not actually be elected in today's America. A lot of our early presidents were elected based on their credentials. A lot of them were lawyers, academics. These men were also amazing orators. They were great speakers. They didn't get on stage babbling, making jokes like a fucking baboon. People would literally go to presidential debates and these men would be talking for hours, and they had the attention of their constituents. But you cannot separate politics from entertainment in today's America. And you can see exactly that. Politics in this country is sports. People care more that their politicians are funny, attractive, well-dressed, well-groomed. They prioritize all of these superficial qualities over their actual credential. People's ideas are formed by mainstream media, by television. And who owns all of that? People who cannot read and do not have access to the written word, they do not have critical thinking skills. They are more susceptible to propaganda. They are extremely gullible. They are at the will and mercy of what people on television tells them. They have poor historical awareness. They literally cannot think for themselves. And this is how we end up, especially with someone like Donald Trump. If credentials were even part of the equation, this man wouldn't have been able to run in the first place. But he makes his followers laugh. He makes these people feel something. He appeals to their hatred because they know nothing better. And that's why he can spout all of these lies about immigration, about the crime stats, about healthcare, and they will believe him because a lot of them don't actually have the tools to disprove it in the first place. They can't read. If they can read, it's not at a high level. They're not intellectually curious.
Education is more than learning facts. True education teaches a man how to think, how to question, and how to understand the world around him. Without that, knowledge becomes useless.
This man upset a lot of people in the audience with this one.
Black people have always had a certain amount of moral currency that we have been using. And let me be the first to tell you, that's used up. White America has been watching us act like fools for a long enough time where any sympathy they may have had to our plight is completely gone. You're approaching a country that, forget hating black people and not hating black people, they just don't care. You're gonna be talking about affirmative action, they can be like, I don't care. It literally is of no importance to me. I don't care about slavery, I don't care about segregation, I don't care about you, I don't care how many of you all go to jail, I don't care at all, because I'm broke. You can't be the proud, noble fighter when every single time someone sees a person that looks like you on television, they're acting like a damn fool. How would they know? How would they know you're not a damn fool?
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm said it all, and the young lady said it all. I don't know her name, but I'm gonna ask her to play that again, not right now, but somewhere in the show. And I'll probably be playing it for the rest of this month. This young lady spoke so intelligently, so respectfully about this man being in office, because his credentials don't even qualify him to be in office. How did he get around when he never showed his taxes? He never, and then he has no credentials. He ain't no lawyer. He ain't no successful man, and he been bankrupt 7 times, lost the casino, and then stormed the Capitol on the 6th. So, and 5 people's life was taken. So this was systemic racism, because they would have anybody in there except a black woman. No woman, but it's specifically not a black woman. So again, this is why we got Trump. It's because we said, oh no. But believe me, she's overqualified. And she'll do 1,000% better than any one of them. I agree with everything she do with the LG. I ain't with that. But the rest of the stuff she did, the 3 million homes, the thing for diabetes, that the insulin cheap, trying to help the people get a better diet, keep their insurance, and she wouldn't have been starting no war, and she wouldn't have gave nobody $50 million in the middle of the night and told them to put it on the stock market and then start a war the next day. Come on, then turn the lights off in Cuba, then go get the man Venezuela, but let another man out that's the biggest drug dealer. I wonder who he gave something to. I just wonder. I don't know. But you're going to get one from Venezuela and say he that. But here go the biggest drug dealer, you let him out, pardon him. And then the first day you get in there, the second day, you let 1,600 people go. Same people that broke in the Capitol. I mean, felonies. And they're going to ban this president with 24 felonies. So, again, the young lady is 1,000% correct. His credentials don't add up, which I've been know that after the 27th Society said that he's the most dangerous man in the world in that White House. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all of you. You remember I always tell you when you come on the show, you're going to get knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. So we got tapes today speaking about what we're doing today. No respect left. No respect left. Culture, conflict, accountability. So this is going to be a hot subject, ladies and gentlemen. We got one of my number one sponsors coming on today, Troy Monso. He has been good to this company. He looked at it and said, brother, you finally got something. I'm going to support you. So I'm so glad that God touched his heart for him to do that. Thank you, brother. We got to get some more mics, get some more speakers, one more table. We're going to set CNN up over here because we got a news channel going to run into this. And then we got solution for real relationships. So you be all part of all 3 shows and your stuff will be out all over the world, brother. So thank you. Okay, so let's get started.
Hey family, welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, at Johnny Binder Show on all platforms. So if you're listening to us right now, I am Kat the Lady, aka Kat, your producer. But please go over to YouTube now and click that subscribe button. That is how you support us and allow us to keep doing what we do. If you're listening on Facebook, please follow us and share and comment. I want to see you in the comments. So we can have a nice community discussion about this today. And again, today's subject is no respect left, culture, conflict, and accountability. So before we start rolling the clips, Minister, just your thoughts. What is the biggest issue around conflict resolution that we have right now?
We don't have no understanding, and we don't have enough wisdom. The Bible say that we're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. People go get rims, a car, smell good, a ring, watch, whatever, a purse out of Galleria, Chanel, whatever, for the looks, labelistic buffoonery. But we will not take the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah and study it enough to understand until we get this, the book, the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. We have to study to show ourselves approved. We can't wait on no pastor, no bishop, none of that. No, they can teach, and thank God. But a lot of them is teaching out of date. And we got the clip, I don't know if you got it today, where the faith-based pastor's been paid not to tell the truth, and it's through things they couldn't say. And I won't say it now. I'm gonna let the clip say it. But again, it styles where we at now, that the conflict and the accountability, we don't have no word no more. We don't have no honor, no respect for one another. That's why I want to play that song, You Black and I'm Proud, Say It Loud. Because we done lost our proudness, our humbleness, our richness, our glory to the real story. We're the original man. All life come from Asia, which you call Africa. So again, we lost it because we do not know who we are, whose we are, or what we are. So that's why we had a problem. And we can't get along. We fight each other. We take each other's life. We capture, assassinate one another. And we run to the master and to the government and talk on each other. And we don't even know we straight out telling. We don't even know what we're doing. You know what you're doing. When you come on in and go to telling on each other, who you talking to? Who you telling it to? Because you're telling to the audience, ain't nothing they can do about it. Okay. So that's indirect snitching. If you got something to say to Tyler, you got something to say to Jay-Z, you got something to say to T.I., 50 Cent, let's go in the back room. Let's talk. And if you don't know, it's a council in Chicago, 13 council. We can get you set up. We can make some phone calls and call Sultan and some other people, Captain Khalil, and call the region minister, whoever, and get it set up. Because we'd rather set it up. My son, he got a council here, not big as the one in Chicago. He sets up. I set up with him where we can sit down and talk to the children and talk to the people. And let's make sense. We won't take no sides. We ain't got no Republicans, no Democrats, no nothing. We don't take sides. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have to learn how, I'm glad Troy came in, we got to learn how to respect and honor one another. That's what this is talking about, accountability. Say we don't, it's too much conflict. But if we knew God, because God is the author of peace and not confusion. There's so much confusion going on because we don't know God. We serve the devil more than we serve God. We have a devil sitting on one shoulder, angel on the other. Both suggest us all the time. We must learn to be wise enough to recognize the voices and follow angels. Y'all talk this talk. I don't give a damn if you got $5 trillion. If you don't know God, it don't mean nothing. You're a fool with money and you soon depart. I don't care who you are, what you are. And say the devil has deceived the whole world in Revelation 12:9. We need knowledge, wisdom, understanding to give you freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. That's what's wrong, Catherine. Did I
Now, I
answer?
could not have said it better. Thank you. That was a beautiful response. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add Mr. Troy Marsall to the
Please do.
stage with you. And right after I get him added, I'm going to go ahead and play just a promotional piece for his mental health and behavioral clinics, because I think this slides right into our discussion. So let me get that queued up.
Troy, your mental health, it comes in right on time, no respect, left, culture, conflict, accountability. It's because we have a mental problem and we keep running from it, but we need a psychosocial assessment and a dynamic. Almost 85, 90% of the people in America, I'm talking white, black, pink, and brown. We don't have enough clinics. We need thousands of clinics because we have lost our everlasting mind. God is also peace, Troy, and not confusion. All this confusion is not of God. It's of the devil.
Yeah, I agree.
So I salute you, brother, of being a sponsor, helping us with this show. I'm so glad that God touched your heart, that I'm touching millions of people, and now you're a part of it. And let me salute you again. I already talked about you before you came on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Troy Marsall. He's a personal friend of mine. We've been wrestling for 20 years, and God finally sent him to me where we could work together and save life. It ain't about Troy. It ain't about me. It's about us teaming up to work together so we can save young people's life, their mother and father life all over the country. Out of 100% of our marriages, 100% of our marriages, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, in 5 years, 89% of the people divorced, guess why? Money. And they don't know God. So again, our new show, Troy, that you're a part of, gonna be called Solution for Real Relationships. Because 89% of the people don't know how to have one, and 74% of black people don't last a year. So again, brother, we are confused and don't know what the hell we doing, and we just out there wilding out. And we got more females now fighting one another, and the boyfriends started stopping the fight, Troy. They sitting up there feminine. They done lost their everlasting mind. How you let your lady fight somebody? She fighting and you stand there watching it. No way. Number one, I'm gonna stop the fight. No, ma'am, go. Come on, baby. Put in the car and drive off. I'm not gonna let my woman sit up and fight nobody. What?
Okay, Minister, we're gonna go ahead and play the promotional piece so people can learn more about Mr. Marsall, and then we'll come back together so y'all can have the discussion. Give me just one moment here.
Please do.
Yeah, I know. I like chocolate.
I think that if an individual is wanting to become independent, self-sustainable, then this would be the program for that individual.
Understanding the business of therapy is something totally different than like working one-on-one with clients, and also be able to help more people while understanding and growing your business.
No tenemos nada parecido a lo que está haciendo Troy Marshall. Siento que tenemos que atraer la comunidad.
Creating an environment, a business model that is substantial, sustainable, and that will be here for a long time.
Helping the community as far as when it comes to being presented with great services for good health care.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here.
That was wonderful. I didn't see that one. I seen the other one. That one had Spanish on it too. That was a good one. Troy, did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that one, man. My producer, can you play that again? Don't be upset with me. Yeah, I want to play that again. I seen some stuff I didn't see. Yeah, I like that.
I think that if an individual is wanting to become independent, self-sustainable, then this would be the program for that individual.
Understanding the business of therapy is something totally different than like working one-on-one with clients, and also be able to help more people while understanding and growing your business.
No tenemos nada parecido a lo que está haciendo Troy Marshall. Siento que tenemos que atraer la comunidad.
Creating an environment, a business model that is substantial, sustainable, and that will be here for a long time.
Helping the community as far as when it comes to being presented with great services for good health care.
My God. Brother Troy Marshall, thank you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show that you sponsor. We are honored with your presence. A lot of people don't know the power you have working for God now. And I'm one of the first ones to stand on national TV, and over 1 million people in less than 30 days will see this on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twit, and the rest of them. This is wonderful for a Black man to have the sense and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the understanding that we have a challenge with our mental stability, because most of us need a psychosocial assessment and a Dianetic. There's something wrong with us. 26% of our young men, when the woman put them now at 18 to 32 years old, they take a gun out and shoot the woman, then they sell. We ain't never done this. All this is new, and this domestic violence. So I want to cut off for a minute. I want to talk to you because a lot of people tuning into this. Miss Prayer View is listening, and other people all across the nation. They want to hear what can we do to stop and help ourselves mentally, because something is happening with us. We're losing it. So I give it to you, Mr. Troy.
Well, first, let me say this. I want to applaud you for what you're doing. When you first came to me to invest in the show and to invest in your idea, I didn't know if you were serious or not. And it wasn't until I was with you and I saw that man offer you millions of dollars and you turned it down. And I was like, what is wrong with this man? This is.
What happened to Troy? What
Yeah,
happened
he
to Troy?
should still. Oh, I don't know. He's having some kind of technical issue.
You talking about a man offered me $5 million, I wouldn't take it. I don't do that.
Not all money is good money.
Well, I wait my time.
Right.
Whenever God wants me to have that kind of money, I had it before, and I had it 10 times over. So whenever God wants me to have it, I believe in God emphatically. I know the door's going to open for me. I have over 100 million within in 2 or 3 years, if not before. So the devil can stop trying me and sending people to me. You're not Troy out. Yeah, don't do that.
No, he's still here.
Yeah. So again, I think what he's trying to do is go out and come back in. So that's what's going on with this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad I wasn't going to I never brought this up. What I want to do. I've been offered money about 5 times. 5 times. Millions. 5 million. Each time. And I ain't took it one time. So I don't know who doing it, if the Feds sending them or they legit or whatever it is. I ain't taking it. Now, if you want to invest $5 million in my real estate company to build some houses, come on, let's go. If you want to invest $1 million in this company, well, I can buy a building and open up a whole show like View. We'll have 9 people on the thing talking about relationships. We want the relationship not to turn into a battleship, turn into a Godship. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm glad Troy just came back. See, can you get him up?
His block is up, but I can't see him. He doesn't have his camera connected yet. I'm watching.
Okay, so again, ladies and gentlemen, I've never brought this up. Troy brought this up. I never would have said one word to y'all about this because it's not about. I mean, I'm a man of God now. That's who I am. When I was a man of the devil, I was a fool. But I don't work for him no more. I work directly for God. Not that I'm perfect, but I'm being perfected where I can save lives. That's what it is. And I think one of the biggest people that support me is on here. I think she's on here. It's Ms. Young. I thank her for her support. I have some great people supporting me, and I honor each and every one of them. And I just ain't to tell all y'all my business. I'm just saying I got some great people. That's it. I don't trust none of this. It seems like somebody try to go and do something or say something. So even though it ain't gonna work, but I don't need the hostility. You back?
Yes, it went out. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy Marsaw is back. He brought up something that I never would have brought up. Somebody offered me $5 million. I wouldn't take it. If I can't get money from Troy or people like Troy, Charles Swindell, Mac Berry, whoever that's going to invest money in my real estate company or in this show, that's legit. Troy's legit. I don't want no money. Ain't legit. I don't want it. Don't come to me with it. I'm not going to take it. Next time y'all come to me, I'm going to dial 911. So don't come to me. I don't want it. Back to you, Troy.
No, but what I was going to say about young people, what I believe is when they removed the prayer from the school, after that, they were less, they didn't want to prosecute children for being what I call totally disrespectful to their parents. And they said if you hit your child or if you touch your child, you're going to jail for disciplining your child. All of that was strategic in my viewpoint.
That's a fact.
And so by doing so, kids didn't have respect for they don't have respect for anyone anymore. And so it's a dangerous world we live in because they don't respect. I saw something I never have ever seen before in my life. I saw where a young kid was talking to the principal. Principal was trying to tell the kid what to do, and the kid slapped the principal. Now, this is unusual because, listen, I came from the South, born in Mississippi, raised in Mississippi, and I tell you, it would be hard for me as an educator for someone to slap me, and all I can do is say, you shouldn't slap me. I think that the danger of that is, yes, you shouldn't hit a child, but at the same time, does a child have a right to hit the educator or the parent? And so there has to be some leeway there where because if you do it once and you don't do anything in return, they're coming back to do it again. So how do you stop this? It's a vicious cycle. And that's part of the mental health that we're dealing with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I may speak on that, because I want you to continue. When they took prayer out of school, it was a setup.
Yeah.
So make no doubt about it. When they took the vocational schools out, it was a setup.
Yes.
Because you can take your hands and make $100,000, $200,000 a year in air conditioning, plumbing, electricity, carpentry, masonry, welding. And they know that. You can take your hand and do a decent living for your wife and family. So they purposely took this out and brought drugs in.
Yeah.
And come up with a law, 3 strikes you out. And come up with a thing called UNICOR, unicorn. That's in the federal government. And come up with the word conspiracy, 2 or more. One or the other person, they got to even know what's going on, just get in the car and ride. And they got conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
See? So they set us up. Now they're making over $40 billion a year, and some of the judges get a part of unicorn. 3 of the judges been busted so far. So it's all a con game. The whole America, man, is a Ponzi scheme and a pyramid. So that's all it is. So it's just very few of us gonna get out of it. How in the hell 2% of the people got $250,000 up and 98% of the people got $250,000 down? Jay-Z was talking about this about 6 months ago. So again, This is what's wrong, Troy. When God say you spat a rod, you spoil a child. So I whooped my grandchild twice. I whooped him. He went and told the people on me. I went to court twice. But I didn't hit him in the face. I laid him over and whooped his butt. But he still went and told it. The police blocked the door. I'm in CPS, and I'm laughing at the police officer. Like, man, I'm not worried about you. I'm going to be with God. God told me spat a rod, spoil a child. But they don't want us to whoop our children to my time out, take the computer, take the phone, let them sit up. If the child don't have fit, me and Willie D talked about this. Because Willie D said, I don't have to do that with my child. I said, Willie D, I love you, right? If a child don't feel you, they're not going to respect you. I don't care who you are, how much money you got. You got $1 trillion. The child got to know if he get out of line, you're going to get this rod. And the government, the J. Edgar Hoover government, knew for a fact if they take it out, now children died of 911 on their mother and father. Hey, they hit me. We drive up, throw them in jail. Come on.
Well, you know what? I think that even in relationships, I think the younger population, they're so fragile. It's so easy. If you tell the truth, their feelings are hurt. So now you can't even really be honest with a person, because if you're truthful, then guess what? You're crossing boundaries. You shouldn't talk to me like that. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well, when we deal with this show here, Troy, you don't know, we deal with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Love is freedom, justice, equality, 4, 5, and 6. Those are 12 elements of life. God said the greatest commandment after the 10 was love, which was number 11. Number 11 covered those 10. We need law because we don't have no love. If we had love for one another, Troy, we wouldn't need no law at no church. We need no law at T-Mobile, law at HEB. Police never guns. Can't go buy groceries because somebody might run in. It's a mental thing. And no disrespect to Donald Trump, I have nothing against him, but the law do. This man has broke the law in every perspective, so it's trickled down. His ignorance has trickled down. His racism has trickled down. His stupidity has trickled down. So everybody said, well, shit, he got 34 felonies, so if he did it, I can do it. Brother, don't play into that. God is the author of peace and not confusion. All the Trumpanites and everybody with him is coming down.
Well, you know that, but here's what happened. In my opinion, they normalized it because of Donald Trump. So it's okay to do this, but the difference is the penalty is stiff if you're an African American or a minority and you do this, but for a white person, it's totally different, right? And so they've made it seem though it's normal to be a pedophile, a rapist.
Come on.
You can say whatever you want to say, and that's just not how it works for our black kids, and that's a lie.
We got something for you, Troy. Catherine, that tape you showed that young lady, bring her back. I want Troy to hear this. Troy, okay. The little girl about 23. I don't know where she at, Troy. I'm sending for her, and I'm bringing her here. So get ready to write another check. I'm sending her here. I'm sending her here. I'm talking to my sponsor, y'all. I'm sending her. The little girl is prolific. I'm going to fly here. I want to hear in person. She's off the chain. Play that clip, Catherine, so we can see it. She's super intelligent. Young girl, 23, 24, man. God done gave her a gift. She was talking about how America is and how we got here. A baby. And God said, Troy, the truth will come out the mouth of a baby. Catherine, you with me?
I'm here. You got to get one, you know, when you throw me little curveballs, you got to give me a minute. Here she is.
That's my producer.
She absolutely cooked with this one. Listen.
Donald Trump is the exact type of president that is elected in a country where more than 50% of the population cannot read above a 6th grade level. This man is the illiterates president. And a lot of people don't know this, but white people make up the majority of illiterate people in the United States. Every time I see this man speak in public, not only do I get secondhand embarrassment, but I genuinely feel like I'm going crazy asking myself how someone who is that stupid can even receive one freaking vote. But it's not difficult when you consider that a lot of his voters voted for him because they see themselves in him. He is accessible to them. With his limited vocabulary, his poor emotional intelligence, his predatory ways, these people see themselves in him. In his book, Amusing Ourselves to Death, Neil Postman talks exactly about this. Something interesting that he mentioned is how a lot of the founding fathers and presidents of the past would not actually be elected in today's America. A lot of our early presidents were elected based on their credentials. A lot of them were lawyers, academics. These men were also amazing orators. They were great speakers. They didn't get on stage babbling, making jokes like a fucking baboon. People would literally go to presidential debates and these men would be talking for hours, and they had the attention of their constituents. But you cannot separate politics from entertainment in today's America. And you can see exactly that. Politics in this country is sports. People care more that their politicians are funny, attractive, well-dressed, well-groomed. They prioritize all of these superficial qualities over their actual credential. People's ideas are formed by mainstream media, by television, and who owns all of that? People who cannot read and do not have access to the written word, they do not have critical thinking skills. They are more susceptible to propaganda. They are extremely gullible. They are at the will and mercy of what people on television tells them. They have poor historical awareness. They literally cannot think for themselves. And this is how we end up, especially with someone like Donald Trump. If credentials were even part of the equation, this man wouldn't have been able to run in the first place. But he makes his followers laugh. He makes these people feel something. He appeals to their hatred because they know nothing better. And that's why he can spout all of these lies about immigration, about the crime stats, about healthcare, and they will believe him because a lot of them don't actually have the tools to disprove it in the first place. They can't read. If they can read, it's not at a high level. They're not intellectually curious.
My God, man. Troy, did you see that?
Yeah, but let me say something to you about that.
Man.
I don't believe that those voters or those individuals that support him are that ignorant. Here's what I do believe. I do believe they needed the person that wasn't afraid to set black people back and put them in their place. And so it didn't matter that he didn't have all of those tools that they thought he should have had. All he had to do was say, bemean, belittle black people, because even if they didn't have much, that makes them feel bigger than what we were and what we're doing, right? And so part of that is to let me knock back black people back a notch or two. And listen, they know what he's doing. What policy has he passed? Nothing. But he's doing the job they want him to do. Now, here's the good thing and the bad thing about that. The good thing is I would rather know a person is racist than not know. I'd rather you show your hand. I know how to handle you if you show me your hand. See, there are a lot of Democrats that are not showing their hand, and they're supporting him behind the scenes, believe it or not. So don't be fooled by Democrat, Republican. Know the person that you're dealing with. Because at the end of the day, those same people that said, oh, I went in the booth and I voted against him. Some of them are lying. They weren't supporting him and they went in that booth and they voted for him. So be careful on who you think is real about this whole thing now.
No doubt. I just wanted to show you her intellect being so young.
She's very intelligent, and I agree with you. You should, I would definitely support that. Let's fly down here and put it in the studio. I agree with that.
Thank you. We gonna put a thing out for her. I'm gonna put my number out. Catherine, put that number out back there. 281, ladies and gentlemen, 896-8215. We don't know the young lady's name. The young lady's prolific. We'll pay her for a time. We'll give her a small portion for a time, fly in. We'll get a 5-star hotel. She'll be there by herself. Nobody know where she at. We won't go to the hotel. I give one of the MGT somebody to be there with her to make sure she got what she needs. They'll bring her to the studio, and then we'll put her back on the plane and let her fly back to her place. She's safe with us. We have daughters, wives, and family here. We don't disrespect nobody, daughter, nobody, family. We don't do that. We ain't want to date nobody. We ain't trying to do none of that on this show. This is at the Johnny Binder Show. We don't do none of that. All we want to do is show her intellect, her intelligence, her prodigy to young people, to show young people, because Josiah was 8 years old and a king. 8 years old. And 16 years later, he changed the law. I know y'all don't know that, but let me help y'all. 8 years old, a king in the Bible. He changed the law at 24, one of the greatest warriors ever lived. And the only reason I'm dealing with Troy, ladies and gentlemen, I see so much in him. He don't see what I see. He don't know why I came to the thing the other night. I already had a behavioral health clinic, but he don't understand that I'm pulling something out of him, because I know what's in him. And once it light up in him and he get right in line and he on the way down, he had a suit on, ladies and gentlemen, the Negro was so handsome. I'm like, the shoes, the suit, his shave, his eloquency, the way he treated the women, and had the food there at $1 million building with an art gallery hooked to it. And then he owned the art gallery. And the pictures of insurance on it. I don't know if I need to be saying all this, but I'm saying it. So again, he just, I just like, the people say, well, Jeremiah, you really have to even drive around here. You just could have walked through. I say, oh, I didn't know. I'm running up 45 minutes trying to find what other place at. And I'm so dumb, I could have just walked through. But now I know. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I love him. I went to his comic show. He got a big clinic in Beaumont, beautiful $1 million, $2 million building. He's trying to help people. He could retire right now, go on an island somewhere and be through. But he's not doing that. He's not doing that. He opened up mental situations, and he has for $9.99, and you gonna make $500,000 $1 million, and you $9.99, and you go buy a ring or shirt or Chanel purse, all the buffoonery and labelistic buffoonery. Now he asking for some crumb. Greg Cadone asked you for $3,000 for an hour. So y'all need to stop. Let's stop. The man ain't trying to make no money. He's just trying to pay for the food, pay for the building, pay the people to come out, pay the lawyer. He got a beautiful lawyer that runs it. He bring you in to do your thing. I got my folder somewhere around here. So again, they had my name on the folder. I said, oh my God, I felt important. So again, ladies and gentlemen, with all love and respect, he ain't just my sponsor. He's my brother. He's my friend. And I'm glad that God gave him money. So when I need it for this show, and when this show, we get a $15, $20 million contract, Troy Marsall will be the first one we bring on this show. And whatever he want to do, we're going to do it with him. Because the same way Charlemagne the God got $200 million for 5 years, he been doing it over 20 years. I've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen, 8 months. I wouldn't even try to open no show. Willie D, the Ghetto Boys, opened my show. I didn't open this show. Captain, did I open the show? Captain, you woke or you sleep?
No, sir. I'm always awake. I'm always on. I'm always working back here. Just because
I want to know we got Troy on the show.
I don't have my camera on, but I'm here, Mr. Troy.
Okay,
well, let me say this in my closing. Let me just say this. My goal is to see, instead of employees, I want to change that mindset into employers. When I went off to college, they said, "Oh, you'll be a great employee."
Say what you just said.
Yes, my goal is to change you from an employee into an employer. When I went off to college, sitting in the classroom, they say, you get this good education here, and you can go get you a good job working for Xerox at the time. You can make you $65,000 and $70,000 a year. And I thought, oh, that would be great. But guess what? I stepped out of there. And I said, well, wait a minute. I started a little small business, and I thought to myself, man, that's no money. So we have to help young Black people realize that you can go to school and get an education, but go to school to be educated so that you can become an employer and not an employee.
My God. Brother, with all due respect, because God hear you, and I do too. we're going to push this all over America because young people, Troy, you need to at least come on once a week. Young people need to hear this because they hear it from me, but they need to hear it from you because you're a square. You're a square.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're a square.
Yeah, I'm a square. Yeah.
So I'm a square now too. I wasn't a square. I'm a square now. I don't want to be hip no more. That's why I got a hip hop church. I got a hip hop church where the pastor say, why don't you take the name off? And I said, no, sir, brother. They said, why? I said, because it's a hip hop church, because the children think they hip, so I'm going to hop them over to Jesus. So you can stop telling me what to do because God already told me what to do. And I got 30 million people in the last 7 months. Y'all ain't got no 30 million people nowhere in a whole year, 5 years. So,
Well, listen, what I like for you to do, you have millions of people watching your show.
Yes,
and I
sir.
want to say to them, I want parents, aunts, uncles, pastors, anybody that has any dealing with a kid to let them know that, hey, listen, I'm sending you off to college, not to become an employee, but I want you to go there and get educated to become an employer. And that's the mindset we need to have going forward.
So that we agree with that. So you saying that's why the mental health is so important to make us realize who we are, and what we are, and what's our purpose.
All of that is inclusive of feeling good about yourself. See, because no one is going to pay you more than what they think you're worth. You know what you're worth. But if you buy into them sharing what they think you're worth, I mean, what is it for a kid to go off to school, get a great education, and then say, oh, I got a job making $100,000 a year? Nobody's going to pay you what you're truly worth. You have to know your worth. But if you buy into, oh, I'm worth 100,000, that's all you want to make is 100,000. So get out of that mindset.
Lord have mercy. Catherine, you got anything to say?
Actually, I do. So, Mr. Troy,
Yes, ma'am.
What would you say to someone who actually knows their worth, but they're running into that wall, getting other people to maybe recognize it or accept it?
Well, if you know your worth, then you're going to have to do something. Everybody may not be able to see what you're worth. You know what you're worth. So prove that you're worth that amount. You can't just talk it, prove it, show it. So if you stand around and wait on someone to give you something because you think I'm worth this amount, you may not ever get it.
So, fam, got to put in the work.
Yeah, you got to put in the work. You know, I have a daughter that's 37. She's not married. And I say to her, hey, listen, if you want to be married, you have to put yourself in that place where you can meet men. Men are not going to come knock on your door if you're in the house. You got to get out there and put yourself in the right position to meet and do whatever you want. So it ain't going to be at the juke joint. You got to be at places where nice men hang out that are doing great things, if that's what you want. It's no different if you growing up in the Johnny Binder early area. If you wanted drugs, you go to where the drugs are. If you didn't want that lifestyle, you stay away from there. So know your worth.
Let me say something to you about your daughter. It's amazing that she's 37 and not married because she can marry anybody. So that's the one on the art gallery. Troy? What happened?
There he is.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know.
He'll come
I'm
back.
sure he'll come back if he can.
I was asking him, is that the one on the art gallery? Because he got an art gallery over there, Catherine. I got to take you over there. It's the art gallery is off the chain. He just come back, I think.
Yeah, I'm back.
What? Okay, yeah. Help me out. That art gallery.
Only original art. Only original art. Only original art. 2625 Colquitt in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Off Kirby?
Yes. Kirby and Richmond.
Yes, sir. My question to you, and ask you again. Your daughter run that?
No. She's a lawyer with Ben Hall.
What?
Yes. They do complex litigation.
Oh man, your daughter's over there, one of the biggest lawsuit lawyers in the state of the United States, brother.
Yeah, she is.
No, Catherine, that's for real.
Yeah,
No,
Catherine, they do complex litigation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, he got a $2 million house over there, his office.
Yes, that's right.
Sir. Yes, sir. Right off Westheimer.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so your daughter's really, she's connected. So to you, sister, what's her name?
Taryn Marshall, attorney Taryn Marshall.
Miss Taryn, I'm Dr. Jeremiah. Just like to say to you, your father made a point. Make sure you got somebody like your father, like Ben Hall, like some people that's experienced and knowledge that have made mistakes, that know how to love you and respect you and honor you for who you are. And make sure you worthy, because in Proverbs 31, 10:31, it got 21 verses about the woman. The first verse, Troy, is talking about how valuable the woman is, that God says she's more valuable than rubies. So so she's not pleasure, she's treasure. So we don't need a pleasurizer, we need a treasurizer. So sister, make sure you get a man of God, powerful as your father, or powerful, or like Ben Hall, where you can get somebody that's going to honor you and respect you and protect you. And once you get that, you got the right man.
Okay, listen, thank you all so much. I enjoy being on your show. Anytime you need me, you know what to do. Come see me. You just walk in the office. You don't need an appointment. I got you any day. Thank you.
I thank you so much for it. Thank you for believing in what God is doing. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't have all this, and I got to get another table. And I'm going to be successful because of people like you, and hook my dream to a team. We played that this morning. So again, brother, it is beautiful in here. We ain't through. We got speakers in the TV, the music. We got Facebook right here. We got Twitter, YouTube. We done touched over 2,200,000 people on Facebook, and on YouTube over 20. So again, brother, I couldn't do this without God, without Willie D, without you and my producer and the angels of God, because I'm a nobody. And God said, we'll take a nobody and use me, and take a fool and use. So I'm glad God said to take the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. So I'm a servant of God. I'm a spokesperson for God, and I'm proud to work with you. I mean that mental health touched my heart, because it's 2 million people in mental health, and I pray they heard you today and heard us and come out of it, because over 90% of the people in America need a psychosocial assessment and a Dianetic to come back to God, because God chart is the author of peace and not confusion. Anywhere it's confusion, God don't have nothing to do with it. God is the author of peace, and humility is the secret of greatness. That ain't Johnny Binder talking. That's Dr. Jeremiah talking. God talking through me. So thank you again, brother. I love you. Please have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Cat.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Okay, we're going to take a short break, fam, and then we will be right back.
You helping me, Catherine, all the rest of us, saving lives. Listen to me. So that y'all celebrate us and help us open up vocational schools and save our kids and our kind. You don't want to do that. You want to sit in the back like a house nigga, a fool, and do what you do. Because I have 5,000 heaven-making angels around me. And anybody come against me, God is going to destroy them. I can name all the people that come at me. God has destroyed them, have created problems in their family. So again, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you is that the black woman is the mother of earth. She has melanin in her skin, right here, melanin. The sun is her planet, not her enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open a business, do what my partner did. He gave his money to the restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like $500,000 with it. And now he out of Galveston. So now he get rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with a D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. Get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Binder talking to you.
Listen to me. Yeah.
Welcome back, fam. And remember, if you are watching us on any of our platforms, we are at Johnny Binder Show on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch. So follow us, subscribe, share, drop a comment. Always happy to hear from you. But right now, we need the favor of you to support us on YouTube. We're almost there. We're like this close. We're this close to meeting a great milestone in a number of subscriptions we have. So if we could just get you to go over there and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, but subscribe. So I want to thank you for your support thus far. We appreciate it. And I want to come back because y'all touched on a bunch of wonderful topics, Minister. And I found this clip as featuring Candace Owens, and it's called Black Americans Don't Know How to Resolve Basic Conflicts. So it piggybacks on what we were talking about. Here we go.
It's a broken culture, it's a broken society, and hip hop is hurting things. But I also want to talk to you about something I've realized. Even if Black Americans are aware and know their history, right?
I don't know what's going on with my volume. Hold up. Let me click this off.
Candace Owens, my girl. Facebook, how you doing? How you doing? See how you doing?
Right.
Let me see how we look. Hold up.
Let's try her again.
Let me see. All right.
It's a broken culture, it's a broken society, and hip hop is hurting things. But I also want to talk to you about something I've realized. Even if Black Americans are aware and know their history.
Fam.
It's a broken culture, it's a broken society, and hip hop is hurting things. But I also want to talk to you about something I've realized. Even if Black Americans are aware and know their
YouTube again. I may have to go out and come back in, but I'm going to leave y'all with something while I reset. And let's see. Give me 1 second here.
Put one of the commercials on.
I already have that on.
Whatever you want.
I think we're going to go. That'll give me enough time. We'll go back and we will talk about this. We'll go back to
we had a good
I could live bigger than what I am, but I take care of my whole family. I ain't making nowhere near that. And I realize $30,000 a year might not be nothing to me, but that'll change his family life. Facts. So I give my sister $100,000 a year, $100,000 a year. But at the same time, my watch cost $70,000. Facts. My Ferrari cost $700,000. So I'm like, much I'm saying, my sister ain't worth a watch and a Ferrari. I might just not buy 2 Ferraris. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, I think we making enough money to really change each other's lives already. We just don't know it because we keep buying the stuff that's making them wealthy and think we somebody. Definitely. Like we walk in, yeah, I'm on social media, I'm doing it, I'm making money, but bro, them peanuts. They never gonna pay me what I'm worth and what I'm really bringing to that channel, right? So it's like, at the end of the day, I think if we came together, that'd be bigger. Like if Drake, because they built the storyline up for them to hate each other and drop a tour, much as you stretch hate, Then when that love come back, you watch how many people in the hood now go to old boy in the corner. Hey, bro, how about we open up a store together, bro? Just because Drake and Kendrick got together, they don't know the power. When you get famous, it ain't about this money. And if we don't, when you get famous, we have a responsibility. God don't let you get this big for no reason. It ain't for us. He let us enjoy good things. That's why the more you enjoy it, the bigger you get, you be depressed. Because you realize, dog, that ain't what we supposed to do. You feel better when you do get helping people.
I hope y'all enjoyed that message, man, from Country Wayne. Very powerful about what we can do if we're don't adopt that Willie Lynch syndrome and ask each other a hand up, not a hand out, a hand up. There you go. We are more powerful together for sure. I did find the clip for Candace Owens, and I had it. I think you can hear it now, fam. Here we go.
It's a broken culture. It's a broken society, and hip hop is hurting things. But I also want to talk to you about something I've realized, even if Black Americans are aware and know their history, right? And you can get Black conservatives who understand the history much more, who understand, the ills of the left and what the left has done. But still in that regard, they bring to the conservative side the same bad habits that I was hoping Black conservatives would be abandoning. And what I'm talking about, number one, is conflict resolution. Black Americans do not know how to resolve basic conflicts. Everything has to turn into a fight. I hate you forever. You got to draw lines. It's like you're this gang or that gang. And you still see it happening in politics.
That was good for the mental health.
Yeah, it most definitely, because I know you touched on that with Mr. Troy.
Yeah, Troy would have liked that.
He would have. I know he had to run, so we'll have a whole more discussions about that. And again, want to thank him for taking the time out to be on the show and sharing that his daughter works in a large, I'm assuming, because I'm not from Houston, a very large, prominent law firm here in Houston. And did you know, Minister, that only 2% of the attorneys in the United States, 2% are Black women?
Lord have mercy.
It seems like a lot more because
I didn't know that.
There are so many in Houston and then like Dallas, Fort Worth, and other major cities. So it makes it seem, we think that it's a lot. And Courtney and I, shout out to my main bestie, Courtney Vincent, who is now able to try cases in front of the Supreme Court. She just got that honor a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, she was like, that's true. And it just looks like it's a lot more because we are here. And I know people want to say AI is going to take over for lawyers. I don't even know how that can be possible. So I still encourage all my sisters to go become a lawyer, invest that time, become a lawyer, encourage your daughters to become lawyers. And it does not matter how old you are when you start. If that's a goal that you have, go for it, because we need you. We need you. We need you. So we had some Black female attorneys that have done miraculous things for some of the clients that Dr. J is freedom fighting for.
No doubt, no doubt. I had some of the greatest female attorneys with me, and I had some of the greatest male. Willie Garrett, a $1 billion lawyer, 3 airplanes. I work with him, walk with him. I have a consulting company, and I called his company for the family to hire him. And we won the first hanging case in America, in Conroe, about 15 years ago. So again, I'm hired lawyer for capital murder cases, and we've been successful. Won 2 capital murder cases and used my investigation team of the police officer that I know to investigate it. We were successful. And then after we got the investigation, the guy got a life sentence on a Friday. We got the life sentence off him in 7 days. So that's when they locked me up. Saying I said I was a lawyer. Never have said it. Don't want to be one. I want to be a consultant, a child of God, a servant, and speak, and a freedom fighter. So, and gonna do this movie where I can save millions of people's life. The redemption of the American gangster, Johnny Binder and Queen Martha Marie Preston. I seen some stuff last night, young lady, about Frank Lucas. That over half of that movie was a lie. But I'm not gonna go into it now, but I'm gonna set up and prove it. I have the evidence.
Pooh Shiesty.
EA agents, all of them. Yeah, it was a lie. But come on with this.
Yes, and I have a short clip from that, and I will play that as well. I wanted to. We're talking about legal things and resolving conflict. I know one of the biggest stories that's going on right now is about Pooh Shiesty, who's a rapper from Memphis. He was arrested for, I guess, holding Gucci Mane against his will and holding him at gunpoint. I'm probably holding a weapon to him to forcibly detain him. I'm trying to get better at this YouTube speak because I put something in the chat, fam, and YouTube banned it as soon as I hit enter. I think I was asking, my question to you guys was, is it okay to spank your children? And YouTube didn't like the word spank. So, hey, it didn't even post it in the comments. So they're always watching, and be mindful of what you say. But I'm going to go ahead and run this clip, and then we'll come back to this story because, Minister, you had some interesting insights for a square like me. And I was like, wow, I never thought about it like that. So it helps this world make more sense. And hopefully it'll help parents kind of understand also the dilemma or the way that their child could be thinking about resolving conflicts and things of this nature. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the clip.
Please.
Shiesty's father, fellow rapper Big 30, and 6 others have been accused of robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane at gunpoint and forcing him to release Shiesty from his record deal. What's up, y'all? For Complex, I'm Jordan Rose, and Shiesty was arrested by the FBI in Texas this afternoon, with the Department of Justice accusing the rapper and 8 other suspects of being involved in a robbery and kidnapping attempt against Gucci Mane in Dallas. The feds allege that Shiesty pointed a pistol at Gucci Mane and forced him to sign a contract release while Big 30 blocked the door, stopping anyone from leaving. Shiesty's Memphis home was raided early Wednesday morning. Shiesty joined Gucci's label in 2020. There were rumors floating around that Pooh Shiesty attempted to rob Gucci Mane of his wedding ring a few weeks ago, and these arrests now seem to give those rumors more credence. In April 2022, Shiesty was sentenced to 63 months in federal prison for a firearm conspiracy charge. He was released early on house arrest in October 2025, all to be arrested again yesterday for trying to force Gucci to release him from his label deal at gunpoint. Insane. Keep it locked here as we keep you updated. For Complex, I'm Jordan Rose. Peace.
And we have that story, Minister. So it seems like this is a layered event, and this young man has gone
Who's
back.
on the screen?
We here. Let me take this off. And this young man has gone back to the federal prison for more charges, longer length of time. His dad was also arrested for this for all this foolishness as well. And you had an interesting take for a square like me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't understand street culture. I thought I did, but I don't. And I'm looking at it from the viewpoint that, okay, Gucci had a previous gangster lifestyle that is well documented in his early music, right? That's what he built his career on, was that platform. But when he was released from prison himself, he seemed to have changed up his image some. and was leaving that in the past. So now we get to this where a lot of people are criticizing him for actually going to the police when this incident happened, which is a very serious incident. I mean, somebody put a weapon of that caliber to my head, I may be wanting to tell to, even forgetting the material stuff they may have taken from me. So that's, I guess, where the disconnect is between the squares and the streets, is how do you come together, or how do you think they should have solved this particular conflict, and at what point? Because when you start getting to where they were, it seems like everything had broken down up into then.
Well, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twit, and Facebook, thank you for coming on. Gucci Mane, I did a concert with it. I never told you that. Back in the Super Bowl, when the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, I paid him money to come to the club to do the show. He don't. I didn't meet him though. I didn't meet him, and they had him on stage, and I was moving people, and Rapper Lot's son was there, Jazz. So I had to get him in, put my people around him, and then get him back to his truck, because I don't want nothing to happen to no artist or nobody, family, while they with me, ever. That's who I am. I ain't trying to bring nobody to be me. That's who I am. So we had a great show, and Gucci Mane did his thing. And now what's going on for him to enter to call the police and all that, I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know why the guy, if that's what he did, and that's what they say he did, I don't know. Because I'm going to have to get on the phone with him, fly to Atlanta, whatever, and sit with them. They can talk to me while I can get the complete truth. And they know, once I know, I will only speak that won't get nobody in trouble. I'm not going to speak of something to get somebody a lot of time in prison. I don't do that. So again, it's we've fallen into the hands of this filthy government. We fall in the hands of the J. Edgar Hoover Knights. We fall in the hand of the devil himself, Satan. It's like they should have called somebody for counsel. We got some counsel in America, from Chicago all the way back here to Houston. They should have called, and some in California. They should have called for counsel. And we sit down and talk about getting him out of his contract, in a respectful manner. I know some other people did that to get out of their contract. And they got out of it, and I'm not going to talk about it. But I've been dealing with these family rappers, Dougie Fresh, Curtis Blow started, Charlotte Wilson Gap Band, Temptations, Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, Heaven the Band, Cynthia Roberts, Nita Baker, who I supposed to went on tour with, that you put in that video, and I wish I would have. What's up, Nita? I'm the one you throw the scarf to. God bless you. Yeah. So again, in the 80s. So again, my beautiful, using Houston, Texas. So again, it's crucial. And all the so-called gangsters looking at this, and all the square people looking at this, it's a line in that. The so-called gangsters, the people of the street, they take it in the wrong way. Go shoot it out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get counsel. We have counsel now. Get counsel. And call us on there, 281-896-8215. You see the number. Get counsel. And we'll deal with it in a respectful manner where we can resolute everything out in a respectful manner where nobody have to take no guns and put to nobody's head or their mouth or wherever and kidnap them if that's what happened. Then create this major problem because they say the brother's already out on bond with a monitor on his leg. Is that right?
That's right.
So that's this thing finna turn ugly. It doesn't turn ugly. So again, I can't speak on it like I told Marcus last night that I would have to find out more. And even then I will speak only to solve it, not to create the problem and blow it out the water, but only to speak about it and use it as a tool where it'll never happen again with other young rappers that want to get out of the contract. Because a lot of rappers want to get out of the contract. And now I can help people with their royalties and all this stuff and get their money. I got a company I'm be working with in Seattle. I'm not calling her name, none of that. But me and Catherine will be working with her to get your stuff back, get your royalties and your rights. And she's powerful. And she's training and teaching me, and we'll be showing Catherine. She will be on this show, and that's the only time you'll know her name. But all I'm saying to y'all, that this is real powerful. Be careful. If you want to get out your contract, that's not the way to do it. It's not the way to do it. So I appreciate you, Catherine, and you and Marcus for putting me up on that. I had missed it, but I'm up on hip hop.
Okay. Oh gosh. So I do have a question before we move on to our next story. So we're talking about high level people that may be having, or people with like famous people in the limelight that may be having issues with their contract or various other types of conflict, like, I don't know, it's always beef, like T.I. 50 or things of that nature, or Cat Williams and Ali when they were going through their beef period as well. But what about just regular smegular people? And you got this kid or whatever, and they're having issues with another child, and you're trying to resolve the conflict before it escalates. What resources do they have?
Talking about the people not of that magnitude?
Right.
It's indirectly the same thing. We have to come to step on the square, get out of the hipness, step in the truth, and honor and respect each other. And that lady, Candace, said something. We too easy to trigger. And the reason why, Candace, they easy to trigger, they got baggage. You got a lot of baggage, you easy to trigger. We ran a behavioral health clinic for 10 years, and I gave it to my son. So we too easy to trigger. And that's what's going on with a lot of the young people. And if you see more women now fighting than ever in the history of time, and you young men, stop the fight, stop videoing it, and stop it. You put yourself in a cold, coward's place. You're supposed to stop the fight. You don't sit up and watch your woman or any women. I don't care if they're not your woman. Stop the fight. Stop. Two of y'all, hey, baby, no. Hey, baby, no. Let one girl get in her car and lead us, girl, and it's over with. We sitting up watching, and one woman fought all the way through the house, all the way down the hall. I mean, it's crazy, and somebody gonna get their life gonna be taken. Because this happened about 6 months ago here in Houston. A brother got whooped, and the dude videoed and kept showing the replay of how he got whooped, and the dude drove up on him and wow. So again, this we are acting out other than ourselves. And we are not acting like gods and the principle of God, honor and respect. We're acting like a bunch of damn animals, man. And the people laughing at us like damn monkeys, swinging in the tree with a banana. Even if you get the banana, you're going to slip on the pillar. Come out of the foolishness. That's why I tell you in Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people. Come out of her. Come out of America. Come out of the government. Come out of this buffoonery and foolishness. Stop the buffoonery. You're making a damn fool of yourself. Stop it. You got so damn much baggage, road rage and fighting and taking each other's life. It's on the constant. It'll become normal now. So-and-so dead. Oh, yeah, you know, what's his name died last week? So-and-so shot so-and-so. Oh, it's okay. It's normal now because this atmosphere has been set up by the devil. Remember, God is the author of peace and not confusion. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you need to bring your children to the Johnny Binder Show, because it's not about Johnny Binder. It's about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothes, shelter, love, peace, and joy that God has given me through the teachings, and you don't need to know all that know-how. But anyhow, it's here, and I got to do what I got to do to help my people understand that we walking around with too much damn baggage. And that's why we so easy to trigger. We trigger. And then we in the graveyard of prison, then we sitting up, man. In 1 minute, man, I went off and I did that to that guy, man. I got a life sentence. Over what? Over buffoonery and foolishness. Romans 1:24. Professing to be wise, yet become fools. Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship the creature instead of the creator. 26, 27, 28. God gave them over to a reprobate mindset to do those things that's not real. 29, 30, 31, 32. Being disrespectful to their parents. Thinking of evil ways to do evil. And God said, all of you that do this deserve death. And then in Revelation, and then in Jeremiah 7, God said he will come and he will get all of them and do with them what he did to Shiloh. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are being played. Let me take my shirt here. See this? This the puppeteer. This the puppet. Catherine, can you see it?
I can.
This the puppeteer. You see my hand?
I do.
You see my hand now?
Mm-hmm.
Puppet. I used to be one too. I was a robot. They say the devil should deceive the whole world. That's in Revelation 12:9. How in the hell did the devil deceive the whole world? Well, some deep stuff. The devil deceived the whole world, the whole 196,940,000 square miles, land-wise 57,255,000 square miles, water-wise 139,685,000 square miles of water. How did the devil trick the whole world? One day, I'll tell you. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have to do something with our children. We have to sit down, even fathers, if you're not with them, co-parent. We need co-parenting right now, bad than we ever needed in our life. We need real co-parenting. They got to do no sex, co-parenting, and sit there with her. Sit at the table. If your wife can't understand it, don't marry her. Sit at the table with your child and let the mother sit here. And y'all talk to y'all children. And whoever her boyfriend over there, he have to understand it, she have to understand it. If they want to sit at the table, they can sit at the table. They just need to be sit at the table to do something with our children and detox them. where they can stop going out in the public with all this baggage. They got so much baggage. They got so much baggage. They weighed down. They weighed down. They and soon you say something, they trigger. And then they shoot the trigger. If they shoot the trigger, they fighting you. Come on, man. Come on, man. If Jesus would have been like that, he never could have made his mission. When Pharaoh took him, he said, "You have no power over me." And then when you're going to say something, you say, "Well, everything I said, I did in public. I asked the people." So again, that's what's wrong, Captain. We got too much baggage. And we need a psychosocial assessment and a Dianetic. We're playing right into the devil's hand. I want y'all to hear me. You're playing right into the devil's hand. He's tricking you out your life. Come on.
Okay, well, this next video speaks about self-respect in the Black community and why it's lacking. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this.
Come on with it. Y'all need to listen to this sister right here. Let's get into this.
So a Black-owned dental office had a sign posted that said, "No house shoes, no pajamas, no bonnets," right? And social media was so up in arms that they tried to destroy this woman's business by leaving her bad reviews, saying that the sign was anti-Black. I just want to know why everything negative and uncouth has to be labeled Black culture. I also want to know why advocating for us to go in public looking like we care about ourselves and how we look is deemed as respectability politics. We should not be condoning and advocating for clear signs of depression, because the only times I've ever been raggedy in public is when something was off with me mentally. Rolling out of bed in the morning and going in public with a bonnet and pajamas on and house shoes is unacceptable, uncouth behavior, no matter what race of people does it. And going out in public looking well put together like I care about myself doesn't mean that I'm trying to be like white people or I'm trying to get white people to respect me. Maybe it's because I respect me.
Thank you. Thank you. Goodness.
Well, Mr. Binder?
She did a great job. She did a great job. I can't say nothing, but everything she said is, young lady, call us. We'd like to do a show on you as well. You and the other young lady, we met through this. I got a young man that sponsored me, Troy Marshaw and his company. So I would appreciate it to the highest respect. If you would, we lost Miss Young?
I believe so.
Yeah, she'll come on and look at it. So again, it's deep, ladies and gentlemen. What she said was the truth. Absolutely the truth. We shouldn't go out with hair bunnies and house shoes and stuff out like that. But that just don't go for Black people. That go for everybody. And it's nothing racial about it. Whoever fit, wear it. And there's nothing wrong with looking decent. I come on this show all the time. Sometimes I have on hip-hop gear, but almost 80% of the time I got a suit on. Today I wore this, more of a sports suit, where I could reach them getting off on Friday for happy hour, because I know they won't be happy for an hour. And then Easter, so it's no such thing. And I think she's going to play that. Come on with that.
Yes, I'm going to play it. But before I get to that, I did want, being the square I am, I do have this thing about appropriateness. And we don't have a dress code in our schools anymore. And we used to. They used to meet us at the door with a ruler to make sure that our skirts were only, 2-3 inches, or at least met our fingertips. Before we could come in, you couldn't show your stomach going to school. There were certain things you had to meet a criteria. There was a standard, and we don't have standards anymore. I was talking to a young lady that was telling me that 7th and 8th graders come up with their bellies all the way out and they little tight pants, and they have on the big lamb chop eyelashes, and you in the 7th or the 8th grade. And I don't think these young girls or their parents evidently understand what kind of spirits they are entertaining when you allow your child to go out in public dressed like that. I don't think they've been tuned in to these Epstein files to see that these kids are disappearing off the streets, and they may not have ran away.
Children and child.
Child, I'm sorry. Their child
has
has run away from home. When you see that these children are being gathered up for whatever purposes and never heard from again, whether they are trafficking them for their skin, now I do mean literally for their skin, or to pimp them out in some other form of fashion. This is a deadly game. And all of this comes from the spirits that we allow our kids to entertain. I got into it with my some family members one time because our little kids were outside dancing, and they were doing dances. I'm sorry, our children, my cousins and my daughter were outside dancing. That sound better. And I found I did not like the way that looked. That hit my spirit the wrong way because they're out on the front porch. And my thing was, anybody could be looking at them right now, even though they were babies. You take that in the house. And I do remember the attitudes that I got from my other family members looking at me like, here she go. Here she go. But I wanted, do what you do, but do it in a house. So anyway, that's all I'm saying. I think your Bible says it's called decent and in order.
But I'm going to say this to you. You halfway there. But if you twerking, you're not going to do that in the house or outside the house. You can't let your child start no twerking because she'll run up in a go-go club. She'll wind up butt naked somewhere. So twerking is not good because they're taking their butt, doing this with it. So it's not good at all. Miss Young has just come back. Bless her heart. I hope she's all right. Miss Young, we just asked about you. We're glad to see you back. We've been having a great show. So you got a great show to watch. We've been working on this.
And you do. And people dance like they dance. I don't go too, you know why I don't go too hard? Is because in other cultures, if your hips move that way and you from the West Indies or y'all, you do that, you West Indian, and y'all dance the way y'all dance from the Caribbean, that's normal. And even in their household, that's normal.
And I respect that, but you're not going to, I love you, but I'm not going to allow you to go there with me with no West Indies. I'm talking about these folks right over here in America.
I'm just saying, the West Indians in America.
Okay, I'm not talking about
but that's
I'm not talking about the West Indies. I'm talking about us.
Lightweight, that's our culture. So that's
twerking is not our culture.
Where do you think they got it from? We'll have
so you think, wait a minute. So you think taking your butt, making a sexual advancement with your booty doing this here.
Have you been to a reggae club? Have you been to a reggae club? Have you been to a club with West Indians? I know you have. And Africans. I know you have.
If you dance in listen to me. If you dance in professional, because you're from West Indies, or you grew up in Africa or West Indies, I'm not going to even say anything. I done seen African, but Americans ain't trying to do no culture. They are shaking their butt. Almost 89% of them trying to get to the dude. Right in front of the dude, backing up on the dude. So they not doing no culture. So I can't let that go on the show because we have too much. Every 3 seconds, a woman life is being taken. I can't say the word rape, being taken. So we have to be careful because that's why God said we have uncovered because we have not discovered who we are. And the Bible say what we're going to do with the girls. They say we're going to use them as spoils of war. Don't miss this. We're going to use them as spoils of war after they killed the baby 2-year-old down after they were looking for Jesus, Catherine. And they said we're going to use the women for spoils of war. For what? Booties. And we doing the booty butt thing right now. It's not good for our children because they think that's normal and they're not doing it for no culture. They're not doing it for no West Indies. They're doing it for the wrong reason. Well, I know what I'm talking about.
I understand you do. I understand. I've seen it and I don't like it. And if you a square and you go dance, and men automatically think they're supposed to dance up on you, even if you don't like that kind of thing. I get it. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, because I grew up in a mixture of both, I'll be like, okay, you know. But
and I
for those
respect that with the West Indians and the Africans, but even though we African, but that ain't what we're doing it for. We're not doing it for our culture. We're not doing it for our originality. We're doing it for the wrong reason. And we back up on the dude, drop it while it's hot. You know, let me stick my finger in you. All this, we the only people disrespect our women in music.
Yeah.
And the CEOs and the record companies trick us in this gangster rap. Ain't no damn gangster rap. It's foolish rap. Damn fool rap. Ain't no damn gangster rap. There ain't no gangster. Now one of them on one place in Las Vegas. Not one gambling shack. Not one over in Atlantic City. Them the gangsters. Them the gangsters. The ones in the government changing the law, stripping us, taking everything, Head Start, SNAP, 2 years or now, and take the food stamps and take all the insurance. Them gangster records and go to talking crazy and talking about we're gangsters. Please stop. And take a firearm and shoot each other and think that's gangster. You hurting your brother don't make you no gangster, make you a damn fool. Stop it, man. We too easy to trigger. Soon somebody say something. What man? What man? Man, brother, learn to walk away. Brother, you right. Brother, you right. And I was a real gangster. And I walk away. They can Google me. I was the real thing. So again, I come out of that because I said, oh my God. Because I don't really want to hurt nobody. And I don't want to get hurt. So I hurt you before I let you hurt me. So I don't want to be in that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, teach your children with humility is the secret of greatness. Teach your children to box, karate, piano, baseball, basketball, mostly baseball, and get the giftedness out of them. And let's stop being so easy to be triggered to hurt one another. She got it here. No respect left, culture, conflict, accountability. So we have to do something with ourselves, and we have to stop acting out. That's why I say it take a village to raise a child. Right now, it takes 7, 8 villages, because all our children to these telephones, edit boxes, because this become their God. The iPhone, Apple, done took over. We get up in the morning, grabbing the phone, not grabbing God and not praying. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen, and wake your children up and take them phones from your children before they go to bed, because in the bed, they still playing with the phone. Take the phone from at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, put the phone up. Take the iPad, put it up, where they can get to sleep and get some rest, where they can go to school and come back successful, not regretful. Take this from them. Come on.
Go, come on. So I will, we'll go ahead and we will move forward. But I did want to say that I've seen so much, Lord. I don't know where the culture is, but we're going to go ahead and, in the interest of Easter and Good Friday, I've always had a problem understanding why such a tragedy was marked as Good Friday. But we will go ahead and...
What's good about that? Yeah.
Nothing good about that. Nothing good about that. But this is, next clip is about the origins of the pagan holiday of Easter, not to be confused with Resurrection Sunday.
You've got to watch this.
Ishtar is the reason why you celebrate Easter. She was the fertility goddess in Babylonian times. And the actual holiday of Easter, which is celebrated mostly by Christians, is actually the celebration of fertility of Ishtar, the Babylonian Anunnaki goddess. This is why they have the eggs and the bunnies laying the eggs, the fertility thing. It has nothing to do with resurrections. Not one daggone thing to do with resurrections.
No. Easter is not a pagan holiday. It doesn't come from a Babylonian god named Ishtar, and the eggs have nothing to do with the fertility goddess. Number one, the Old English name Ostra, from which we get the word Easter, comes from the Germanic word ostron, which means dawn, because all four Gospels record the discovery of Jesus' resurrection at dawn. Number two, Easter's timing on the calendar has nothing to do with a pagan holiday. It was set by the Christian Council of Nicaea in 325 AD because the Jewish Passover falls in March or April, and Jesus rose from the dead right after Passover. And number three, as much as internet atheists wish they were, symbols like eggs and rabbits are not borrowed from pagan fertility rites. In the Middle Ages, eggs were forbidden during the fasting of Lent leading up to Easter, so Christians hard-boiled them so they wouldn't spoil during their fast. And people like the Christian king Edward I painted them and gave them out to celebrate the breaking of the fast. Big idea. Easter is and always has been about Jesus because Ishtar didn't walk out of any tombs. Only Jesus did that.
So there we go, Minister. And I understand both sides. But even as a child, I didn't understand where the ducks and the eggs came from and the baskets and that correlation with Easter. And now that I've grown up a little bit, I understand that the pagan world and the Christian religion just kind of got mashed together, and they mashed the traditions together as well.
Well, the guy, both of them made a lot of sense. And I would like to debate with the last guy. And all that about making the egg hard and all that, coloring them. You can make up all that you want. It's a pagan holiday. And it got nothing to do with Jesus. Jesus' name is Yahshua. The J been around for 600 years. So I would like to sit with him. He see my number on there. So if we get to him, we can come on and debate and dialogue right here in a respectful manner. And I guarantee you, I'll make sense to him and show him this paganism. Christmas is paganism. It's in the Bible. Jeremiah 10, they cut the tree out the wood, they deck it with silver and gold. It's the work of a cunning man. God said don't follow their ways or their custom. They brutish and foolish. Easter, let's go that way it come from, with Christmas. In Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people. Then use possessive pronoun. Person, place, or thing, come out of her, my people, and partake not in her sin. Shall become the habitation of devils, from every foul and evil spirit, from every unclean caged bird. So I would love for him to get in front of me with that little lightweight talk he did. Sound very professional. Some of the stuff he said was true. But Easter, wherever you want to get it from, is a pagan holiday because it has nothing to do with Jesus. Jesus never heard the word. We put stuff on him that has nothing. It tell you that the merchants wax rich. And God said will come in 1 hour. Revelation 18:4 to about 22, 23. It's there right there in Revelation. God said the merchant wax rich on the people, buying diamonds, gold, pearl, flour. What take the flour for? The cake stuff, this, to that. It's all right there for Christmas and Easter. All of it's right there. So I think God lying too. It's in the Bible. It's a pagan holiday. If you want to take pagan off of it, it's still not a holiday of Jesus. Move pagan then. It's still not a holiday of Jesus. Hollow day. Hollow. We need a holy day, not a hollow day. We like these days because they worked us, can't see night, can't see morning. They worked us for 18 to 20 hours. So whatever day they will give us, we'll take it. We still got the slave mentality. Whatever day they give us, whatever day, who day, St. Patrick's Day, President Day, Mother Day, Father Day, Valentine, go get a teddy bear and get butt naked. All this is a game. It's all a lie. Won't they have a day to go to God and let's sit and open up our own banks, our own credit union, our own finance company, build our own community, have our own water company, and do for our wife and our children? Where that day at? So it's all a con game where they make trillions of dollars in these malls. That's all it is. They make $1 trillion in the month of December. Yeah, the worst day. The worst day. The worst month of the year. Why? Why is that the worst month of the year? Why? Facebook, I'm going to put these glasses on. Let me thank y'all. I need you to go over to YouTube immediately. We don't need but a few more. Catherine, I think we need about 20, isn't it?
Not well. Yeah, we'll say 20. We'll call it at 20.
Stephanie Rhodes, I need you to go over Deborah Waters, go over to Facebook, and every time you subscribe, you're helping us, and get some of your people on your page. Take 5, 10 people with you. Cassandra Brown.
Go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube. Deborah Waters. Ernestine Jones. Hey, Jeremiah. How are you? This is your cousin. Hey, Miss Ernestine Jones. Deborah. Ernestine, give your clothes. Give your closing call. Natasha. McQuill Wright. Velma Simon. I need all y'all to go over. Ola White. Velma Simon came again. Deborah Walter. Robin Lipcomb. I need you to go. Bob Hope. Need you to go. Eva Livingston. Cynthia Johnson. Elizabeth Henderson. I need you to go. I need y'all to go over now and do subscribe at the Johnny Binder Show on Facebook, on YouTube, where we can monetize, please. Marvin Mays. Let me see. Okay. Ether Hughes. Okay. Audience set to publish so anyone can watch this live broadcast. Thank you. All right. All right. So again, hello?
Yes, we're here.
Okay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to Facebook. A lot of them over here on there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are wonderful. And we appreciate y'all coming out. We got a few more minutes, 1:46. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. May God bless you. May God keep you. You didn't understand anything. She's saying that everything you see a black woman. Who is this? Who's talking to me? Okay, Vicky Bird. Okay, you didn't understand anything she said. She is saying that every time you see a black woman at a party, even all they do is shake their butt. The woman do it because what it is, they think it is attractive. The women do it because that is what they think is attractive. You didn't understand anything she said. She is saying that every time you see a black woman at a party, or even all they do is shake their butt, the woman do it because that is what they think is attractive. Okay. All right, sister. Really, that's what I'm saying, that and more. I owned 4 clubs at one time. So turn up the lights. Delta must be with us.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she could have came on and spoke. So again, love you, Delta. So again, young lady, Victoria, I think, whatever your name may be, Victor Big or something.
It's Victoria.
Okay. You can come on and speak to us, and we can have this debate. But I prove to the world over in America that 90% of them that's twerking ain't bought no Brazil, ain't bought no West Indies, none of that. They doing the wrong thing, getting the wrong attention. So I don't, every 3 seconds a woman is taken. So every 14 seconds a woman brutally beaten. And domestic violence is up. And we have uncovered because we have not discovered who we are. So I'm not going away from no truth for nobody. And I debate with anybody, and I'm serious about it, because I got 16 grandchildren and I got 4 daughters. So I don't want to see no young girl butt naked with her boobs out, butt out, G-string on, and leave her drawers on the freeway. I'm not with none of that. They're not ghetto families. They're not hoochies. They act that, but that's not what they are. So we need to teach them how to put their damn clothes on and be respectful. I'm going to teach that for the rest of my life. And I debate and dialogue with any of y'all pastors, ministers, bishops, imams, whatever y'all think you are. Bring them here. Call me. We can set it up anytime. And I'll put my life on what I'm talking about. Yeah, we can bet. Well, and so I'm not going for none of that. None of it. Because God said in Peter 3, husband and wife, don't show your outer appearance, the platinum in your hair, your outer appearance. Let your beauty be in a quiet sight in the honor of God. Two people you dressing for. If you're dressing for the damn devil or you dressing for God. You pick who you want to dress for. And young girls don't know this. So you fathers and uncles and brothers, come to this show where you can learn and get what I got. And where I got it from, directly from God. And get what you can get, take it and go use it to save your children's life. This ain't no damn game. This is serious. This is serious. Protect your daughter. Protect your wives. Protect your sister. Protect your children and teach them. You can't let them go out thinking they know what they're doing. They don't know what the hell they're doing. The hell you think we having so much teenage pregnancy? Babies having babies. Huh? And over 15 or 20% of gonna be all right, and another 80% of them ain't gonna be all right. No father, nowhere. Now the woman got to act like the father and the mother. So I'm not with that. I'm not with it. I love you all, but I don't love your way. You have uncovered because you have not discovered who you are. If you dress like a hoe, you catch a hoe, he hoe you out. What you mad about? You dress like a dog, he dog you out. What you mad about? You know you was a dog when you got him. And he bit you. Who he bit me? What you thought he was gonna do? But you got him out the dog pound. You heard him barking when you got him. You should have thrown him a bone. You shouldn't be the bone. You shouldn't be the bone. Throw him a bone and leave. So when you go to the club, take your bag of bones with you. And every time you see the dog, throw it at him and leave. Don't you become the bone. Get you a man of God that's going to love you, cherish you, and lift you up to God. You don't belong to man, you belong to God. If you marry him, you still don't belong to him. You belong to God, and the church don't teach this. It don't teach it. We ought to be deep enough to understand who the woman is. And the black one in particular is the mother of earth. See, the second self of God. And everybody else is our children. Yeah, she's dominant. They recessive. Go to ask Dr. Milner and Lincoln, the two anthropologist scholars in America. And everything I say is the truth. Thank you. May God bless you. Wake up, America. Wake up and do something with our wife, our women, and our children. Take this platform, get this out, use this for a commercial. They need to get our children and change their mindset where they can understand God. You had that woman on there when she kept pointing, say, teach them about God, teach them about God. Teach them because they lust. It's lust. When we date each other, it's on lust. How big the boobs is, the butt is, it's lust. Why you think everybody shooting stuff in their butt? Shooting stuff in their lips and got their breasts off? It's lust. Touch them with your class, not your ass. It's lust. And what I'm saying is absolutely true. And I debate with anybody that won't. You see my number. Get your email. Get your pastor. Bring him. Bring him. Bring him. Bring him. Sit him here and watch what happens. Yeah. Watch what happens. He'll lose his congregation. He come here with that buffoonery and foolishness. You got some church, a woman can't wear no pants. Ain't but a very few of them. And I know why they can't. Because they butt moving like this here. But I'm not, I could have been the pastor at that church. But I wasn't gonna do it. Let them in. I don't care what they got on. I had to say something to some people the other day. Woman who had Daisy Dukes on, they didn't want to let her in. I said, brother, no, brother, let her in. Go get one of the sisters, get us a wrap around, let her in, brother. The church, the mosque, the cathedral, whatever it is, it's a hospital that you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's a hospital. All of us sick. All of us are sick on something. Okay? Cigarette, cursing, bad food, something. So all of us need to get better and better and better. So the church, the mosque, all that is a hospital. So we either go and get to God and get a psychosocial assessment and a dianetic where we can come out and take care of our wife, our family, and our children and be a man and a woman of God and get out this buffoonery and foolishness and the simplicity. Come out of it. Our people destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Come out of it. Come out of it, my people, and partake not in a sin. shall become the habitation of devils, from every foul and evil spirit, from every unclean caged bird. Thank you.
No, Minister, thank you. It was an outstanding show today. Again, thank you to our sponsor, Mr. Troy Mersal, and you'll be learning more about his clinics and his businesses in the next few weeks to come. So thank you, fam. Remember to go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button at Johnny Binder Show. That's at Johnny Binder Show. We thank you for your support. Love you, and y'all be safe out there.